Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Quince show. Today, we will be discussing everything that has to do with choreography. So stay tuned because we have a very, very special guest. Hello. This is your Quince Madrina, Jocelyn Pasillas. Once again, we are on Ep.3 of the Quince show. So welcome back. We are here with a very special guest and dear friend of mine. I've actually known him for quite some time now. So I am super excited to present to you guys the one and only dancer, entrepreneur, YouTube star, TikTokero, everything, all of the above, Mr. Alfredo from AC15 Choreography.
Hi guys. Hi. I'm like, well, you introduced me.
I
Period.
know. Basically, Did you like that?
Yeah.
I practiced it.
She's like yesterday in the shower. She's like this and this and this and this. Yeah.
I don't sing in the shower. I like practice.
She like practices her script.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm good. I'm mentally doing better. I just feel like I'm growing up.
You are. No, you are.
Scary to grow up. Like, I don't know. Like, growing up is scary. And people don't
Yeah,
think
like
about
the
that.
adulting life is another
Adulting
level.
life. When I was in high school, I was like, I want to be an adult. Now that I'm an adult, I'm like,
I want to be a kid again.
I want to go to school now. I want to go back to high school. But yeah, thanks for having me. It's literally.
No, you haven't.
What the
been
heck
there.
is this place like? That is insane.
This place grew up too. Like the
Yeah.
transformation is real. So I am so happy to have you with us today. You are my third guest.
Oh.
So, I'm
third for
making it
best.
very special, right? Like I'm mainly just want to highlight not just topics for girls to like learn from, but also because I know like how dope of a person you are.
Oh, I appreciate it.
So
Like I'm only
don't
getting
cry.
better.
Don't cry,
Yeah.
but
no,
you know.
I don't cry no more. I start crying. I start bawling. Like, is there any tissues on set?
No.
Case?
No. Okay. So I wanted to talk to you about different kind of quince concepts that have to do with choreography.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're such a pro in this area, right? So one of the first things that I kind of wanted to get into is the choreography stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think one of the main questions that a lot of girls ask us is when you're planning your surprise dances, how many songs should a girl choose?
Yeah, okay. So a lot of quinceañeras say, I want to do 30,000 songs. And we're like, okay, calm down.
Yeah.
You know, we always say like the top best answer for that would be do at least 3 to 5 songs because it keeps it short, it keeps it sweet, it keeps it juicy, and your guests aren't getting bored. If you do more than a 5-minute, 10-minute surprise dance, your guests are bored. They're
True.
not gonna watch you, right?
Mhm.
And if you're already investing this much money into choreography, why are you gonna pay for people not to watch you? Right? So I feel like you always want them wanting more. So then, like the next quinceañera, it's like, oh, like la miraste bailar, like quiero que baile más, just stuff like that. So you always want people wanting more versus you give them everything and then now they're like too full.
I see.
Does it kind of make sense?
Oh, okay. I like that concept.
Yeah, period.
I really like that. Okay.
Like, I practice that one too.
Yeah, honestly.
I
Okay, that one is super important because yes, I feel like we get too excited sometimes that it's so hard for us to just even choose between different genres.
Yeah.
So it's always like complicated.
You know what? I feel like quinceañeras just want to do everything because it's their quinceañera, right?
Yeah,
but then it's hard to tell them like, hey, like limit it down, And I mean, it's not our quinceañera, but we also think about like the guests. Like if you go to a party, you don't want to like sit 2-3 hours
too
watching
long.
formalities. Like you
Yeah.
want to go party.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
at the end of the day, quinceañeras now are so big that people want to party.
That's
and
true.
I think that's like our biggest thing. Like, hey, let's keep it short, sweet
and
and
simple, so we can get back to just dancing.
and just party and
Yeah.
just enjoy it because
like
I
that.
just think 2-3 hours of formalities and dances is
Too much.
no,
I agree.
I wouldn't do it. I'd be like,
Bye.
you guys. Thanks for having me.
That's a really good tip right there. Okay, so now I feel like in the choreography space, so much has changed in these past few years, right? And let's just talk about like renting Chambelanes, for
Yeah.
example. Like that has blown up.
It's
like
crazy.
crazy.
It is crazy.
What's been your experience with that?
At first we were just a choreography studio, like that's all we offered. But then we started noticing kids coming in and like not wanting to be there, dropping out. And how we think about it, I just think about financials now that, sorry, I almost broke your whole setup. Now that I'm in a whole adult, I just think about financials like, dude, we're paying this much money for people to not show up,
That's
like
true.
what's going on?
That's
So
true.
then we're like, let's start offering chambelanes, people that want to be here, boys that want to, like, like put
To
effort,
actually enjoy it.
enjoy it,
Yeah.
And it started blowing up. It started blowing up, and I feel like the reason why it started blowing up was marketing and just marketing your business, marketing what you have, like, is amazing. So I feel like when people started seeing, oh, like these dances look better and they look good, and where do they
Like,
get those
what is
boys
that?
from?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's when people are like, you know what, like let's just invest a little bit more into renting boys that want to be there, and it kind of takes your stress levels
Away.
away.
Yeah.
Because you're not worrying about picking people up. You're not worrying about buying them food. You're not worrying about, like, are they going to show up, going to tuxedos to pick, to do all that.
Yeah.
We take care of that for you. So it's
Wow.
like,
So you
hey,
guys even take care of like the suits
all
and
that.
tuxedos?
Yeah. So, well, how we
Fire.
offer our business and our service is you book our boys. We worry about the tuxedos. We worry about your surprises outfits. The boys are already here. The only person you in reality have to bring is the quinceañera.
Yeah.
And
And then you take care
and
of
we
the
take care
rest.
of the rest.
Wow.
Yeah.
You make it so seamless.
And a little tip. Let me put some like realization into you guys out there. Okay.
Share it.
All the money you're gonna waste on buying these kids food, taking them to tuxedos, your gas is the same money you would invest into renting chambelanes. It adds up.
That's true.
It adds up to the same thing. And I tell my clients that all the time.
Snacks.
Dude, just rent chambelanes. But they're like, the cousin's gonna get mad, my tia. No, he's my cousin. We've been together since birth. I'm like, okay, but do you want a good dance or not? Does he know how to dance?
Wait, do you guys like allow at least one, or you're like, no, you get the whole?
You know what? We used to allow like, hey, you bring one cousin and then you book like 4 or 6 of our boys. But then we started noticing that like our boys, since they're trained with us weekly, they know techniques. So if you bring someone in that hasn't danced before, they fall behind. And
That's
then
true.
it's like you rented boys, but
Yeah,
You
that
know?
makes sense. That makes total sense. That's the renting chambelanes portion of it, and I think it's so vital for people to actually understand it, just because it's so new to the quince tradition. But let's talk about your journey for a little bit, okay? I feel like you've been dancing at such a very young age. That now, at what point did you decide like I'm gonna be a choreographer?
You know, a funny story, and I feel like people don't know this, is I never even wanted to be a choreographer. Like, I've always said I want to be a dancer. Like, I want to be on Netflix. I want to do, like, backup dancing and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And the only reason why I even became a choreographer was financial problems. Like, my parents could not pay dance fees. They could not pay competition training fees. So they told me, get yourself a job that's going to pay your fees. So I became a Quinceañera choreographer because I was a freshman.
yeah,
And you know what? Like, honestly, like, over time choreographing, like, I started loving it. I was like, well, like, I can like make up moves and like get paid for it. Like,
yeah.
it's just really cool. And being
You're doing what
creative
you
with
like.
it. Yeah, it is so fun to like hear every quinceañera and every family story and like what they're looking for in their vision, because then it's like I'm like this magician and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna create that.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Really
Aw.
cool. Now I love it. I love, adore it. I love doing choreography. I love everything I do now.
Yeah, well,
So-
like if people aren't following you on Instagram, first of all, they should, because I love when you post like, your little dancers, the ones that you get to see
Oh,
from
yeah.
beginning to end, and then they start, becoming a part of more like dance
Mhm.
competitions. such as
Exactly,
dance,
yeah. And
YouTube.
one last thing too, like I'd like to mention is like the way I like to train my quinceañera dancers is competitive wise,
Mhm.
because I feel like since I grew up like dancing competitive, I feel like if I bring that atmosphere into a quinceañera world,
Mhm.
it's gonna be a lot more like professional versus let me just teach you how to 2-step. Like
Yeah, of course.
we want to teach
There's
you.
like expectations.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
that's
we
good.
we want to be those choreographers that like you walk out of here and you're like, I learned.
Yeah.
Like we
Yeah.
want to see you grow.
Yeah, of course,
Here.
of course. I need to take some
Some
dancing
dance lessons, like a
tutorials,
yeah.
lessons, please. Okay, so I now, I mean, you started at such a young age, and you're still young, but you've actually have your own studio now.
Yeah.
How's that journey?
Oh my God. When I opened up a dance studio, like I was 18 and I did not think I was going to do it because I'm like, how
Yeah.
the hell am I going to sign a lease? Like whatever. Ended up doing it. It has been the most beautiful journey of my life. Like just growing up as like a human being, like knowing what to do, gaining more responsibilities, and like just seeing like everyone in one place and like just see like the building light up and
Like, that's
not,
yours.
Like, not light up in fire, but like light up and like, light. It's just so pretty,
It's lit.
It's
lit.
literally lit. Like it looks like a nightclub in there at night. I look at be partying in there at night with the kids. I'm like, it's just really pretty, really pretty. So I mean, come visit us, guys.
Yeah, congrats. I know. Where is your studio?
We
first
are
of
in
all?
Anaheim. We're in Anaheim. It's like I don't know how to explain it. It's just in Anaheim, right next to Moda 2000.
Yeah.
So it's just a perfect spot. It's just a perfect spot. I love our
Okay.
neighbors. I love there's so much fast food around there. Which I'm not saying eat fast food, but I'm saying like after your
We're healthy.
practices,
We're
I'm
healthy.
like, where's the salad? After practices, like kids can go to the donut shop. They can go to McDonald's. Like there's so much around it. So I just think the area is perfect.
Aw,
And then I look at it sometimes. I'm like, damn, like this is really like my studio. Like
it
I
is.
have like some like emotional thoughts in there sometimes.
Of
I'm like,
course, I would
it's really
too.
cool.
I would too because you've accomplished so much in such a little time that I'm like,
I know.
looking back at the journey,
Yeah.
Okay, so talking about your journey, I know that you opened up your studio and you're also a part of YouTube, right?
Yeah.
The YouTube space,
Mhm.
and you've been with Yasmiha. How is that going with?
So, you know what? Ever since I was little, I've always wanted to do YouTube.
Uh-huh.
Like, I feel like that's everyone's dream as a little kid, like doing YouTube and like just being like a influencer and stuff like that, right? And I feel like at some point I gave up on that when I was younger because I was like, no, this is not gonna be for me. I'm just gonna stick to like choreography. I'm just gonna stick to my business. But then like out of nowhere, like I just get this big opportunity to like do YouTube with my business, and I was like, that is insane. So again, like a big special thanks to like my producers at Yasmika because I feel like they made my dream come true.
Yeah.
So that journey has been more than amazing. I get to film and document and like do all this crazy stuff with like cameras on set and stuff like that, and at the same time I'm running my business. And it's like I'm sharing my story out there, and I met a lot of supporters, I met a lot of fans, which makes my heart so happy because that just reminds me that what I'm doing is right.
Yeah, you're on the right path. 100%.
Exactly. And I don't know, like I just sometimes like no me la creo. I'm like, what the heck, like. Like sometimes I'll be complaining like, oh, I have to go to work, but then like when I'm on set and everything, I'm like,
You're
oh my
like,
God,
this
I
is
kinda
work.
like this.
This
Yeah,
is
really
work.
cool. Yeah, and all my friends are always like, what the heck, Alfredo? Like, no, like I can't believe you're doing
Yeah,
it,
of
and I'm just
course.
like, honestly, I can't even believe it myself.
You're
So,
just doing it.
it's been amazing. I'm so blessed. Like, I always thank God. Like, I'm just like, this is insane, and I can't wait to see where I go.
Yeah, of course. You've always been such a dedicated person, so
Mhm.
just great things coming all around.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
All right, well, we're gonna go on a quick little ad break, and then we'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone. So we will continue once again with some questions with Alfredo. So, Alfredo, you got to participate last year in one of our expos, the largest expos actually that we have. How was your experience?
You know what? That expo was actually the first ever expo we did, like as a company, as like Chambelanes Rentals, as like the image we have now.
Yeah.
And honestly, I was going crazy because I did not know what to expect. And I know, like, obviously, I know you guys, and I knew like I had resources, but it was just like I want to make sure I'm doing good, right?
Yeah.
So it was so fun. It was actually the funnest thing ever. I remember we booked the hotel the night before. We had like a bonding with the boys. The inspo I went for, like the whole Barbie thing was going on at that time. Like I was just
It was huge.
crazy. Like I was like, I want to do this and this and this and this. And I think it was just so cool to see everyone together, and like everyone was there watching us, and like it was just so packed. Everyone was coming to our booth. Like it was like a dream come true. Like honestly, like I think about it like now, and I'm just like, I don't remember what happened. Like it was just that busy. It was
a blur.
chaotic.
Yeah.
It was just chaotic.
It went on, and chaotic in a good way.
Yeah, no, chaotic in like a good way.
It was busy.
Chaotic in like a good way. It was busy. It was just like there was just so many people, and I don't think I've ever seen that many people at an expo.
No.
No, it was
it was the largest. So yeah,
crazy.
Long Beach definitely gets down. So I'm excited because we're about to continue in just a little bit with
on tour again.
season. Yeah, literally going on tour again. So we're just excited for that, and we hope to see you there.
Yeah, I'm actually like considering it again.
Okay, bye.
Because you know what, expos, I love expos, but I'm just not even gonna go there. I'm just not even gonna go there. I'm like, it's just like the planning process on our end is just so chaotic.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
But
You
I
really have
love
to prepare.
like the planning of it.
Yeah, I mean, if I had that when I was planning my quinceañera, I would be like,
you would be set. You would know what you want,
what to do, what I want, all of the above. So pretty.
And I feel like I'm gonna like congratulate you too, because I feel like your expos are getting better and better every year. Because remember, I went to that one expo like when I was like 15 at Universal.
Uh-huh.
And I think we had just first met.
Uh-huh.
Like, big difference from like the ones we had last year.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah, period. So
Progress.
keep it up, clasificado. Keep it up.
Progress. Thank you so
Quinceañera.
much. Thank you so much. Okay, okay. So I wanted to touch more on like, you and, where your progress and process and journey is going. So I wanted to ask you, where do you see yourself in 5 years from now?
I'm like retired. Honestly, I don't know.
Retired at 25.
Yeah, I don't know where I see myself in 5 years, honestly, because when that question was brought up 5 years ago, I said I just see myself doing more business, and I feel like I've been blessed with so much more. So I just want to keep it like short and simple and be like, I just see myself doing bigger things, and I just see myself, on the right track.
Yeah.
I want to keep it just as simple and mellow as possible because, of course, I have expectations for myself, but I just want to enjoy every day and every step of the way instead of stressing myself out saying I need to get here by this time,
Yeah.
And again, it's been such an amazing experience, this whole thing, like it's unbelievable, and I just want to enjoy it and really, like sink it in that this is happening.
I'm like a proud mom right now.
Stop. Stop crying.
No, yeah. I get it. I see it too, though. Like, I think like I said, you're on the right path.
Mm-hmm.
I already accomplishing so much at such a young age that I'm like, it's true inspiration. So,
Thanks.
okay. And then taking it back now, like kind of throwing it back.
She said throwing it back.
Yeah,
Little dance of it. I see how you're incorporating dance was in here.
yeah, you saw it.
Yeah,
Okay.
throwing it back.
Okay, so throwing it back now, like, what would you tell your 15-year-old self?
I would tell my 15-year-old self, keep going. Don't let people get in your head. Don't let these haters like get to you, because if you have a dream and a passion, you're gonna get there if you continue it.
Yeah.
And I literally started my business when I was 15. Like it is insane how I'm here 5 years later, right?
Yeah.
So just keep going, and that I am very proud of themselves. I am very proud of that 15-year-old Alfredo for just
Doing
it.
Doing it.
Keep going, And like, even I remember telling my parents, like, oh, I'm gonna be on this show, I'm gonna do this. Like, they were just like, what? Like, why can't you live like a regular 15-year-old, But now, like, it's
It's
really,
paying off.
yeah, it's paying off a lot.
Yeah.
It's paying off a lot, and I can't wait for the future. So, yeah, I'm very proud of you, Alfredo.
Yeah,
Very proud of you.
Literally.
Oh, I'm gonna cry.
I
That
met
was
you at
cute.
15, so seeing that huge just progress overall, I'm like, I knew it. I knew it.
Right.
Okay, so I want to do a little trivia with you.
Okay.
Little choreography trivia.
A little game.
Just a little game.
Okay.
Something simple. So okay, so first one, suit or tuxedos.
Wait, say that again.
First one, suit or tuxedos.
Okay. I like tuxedos because they give me more of like that trendy like vibe, and I feel like they're a little bit more formal. Suits, like maybe like when I'm 25, I can like go for suits, but right now I want to go for tuxedos. Yeah, and if we're talking about quinceañeras, like what to wear, it's tuxedos.
Tuxedos.
Tuxedos is the way to go.
Tuxedos is the way to go.
Vayan a tuxedos.
Yeah. And then for song choice, or I guess you can say genre, pop or banda.
This one's hard.
I
Like my
know.
Sinaloense side wants to say banda, but like my growing up dancing side wants to say pop. So I'm gonna say like I'm in the middle.
No, you have to choose one.
But that's hard. Like I'm gonna get canceled. Okay, can you like give me like a scenario?
Let's just do with quinceañeras then.
Okay.
Like maybe not just you personally, so your Sinaloense side
okay,
doesn't
you
get
know what?
canceled, but
I'm gonna leave it up to viewers at home. If you feel like your family is more banda side and you want to get them hyped, then go for banda.
yeah.
But if your family is like, no, I really don't like the banda, I like more of like the reggaeton pop side because that's what gets me hyped up,
Yeah.
then go for that.
True.
I'm gonna have to go for the next question. I don't know. I really don't know.
I think you were still in the middle.
Yeah, I'm still in the middle.
We'll go on to the next one. Okay. Peso Pluma or Bad Bunny first
Bad Bunny.
then,
Bad Bunny.
right?
Bad Bunny. He's just hyped.
Okay, yeah. I
Yeah.
agree. And then last question. Only chambelanes or damas with chambelanes?
You know what? I'm very big on only Chambelanes right now. Just because our whole
of
renting
your AC
Chambelanes
boys.
is our AC boys that are just boys right now.
Yeah.
And just Chambelanes because I want the quinceañera to have her moment, her spotlight.
True.
And if you have damas, obviously, it's like
It's more.
Yeah.
It's just more added.
it's
to
more.
But-
Yeah, so just Chambelanes.
it. Okay. Well, you did a really good job.
I'm like, other than that question.
You did a really good job.
Thanks.
All right. So that would basically conclude most of our questions that we have for you today. Any last comment or advice that you would give to Quince girl.
Advice would be don't stress. Enjoy it. And I feel like it's very like controversial. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
That like a lot of people just tell you like don't stress, but I feel like take it, don't stress. And a piece of advice I've learned like this past few months is if you have expectations for your quince day, it's gonna go bad. If you kind of just
Let it flow.
let it flow and let it enjoy every little single moment of it. If you fell on the party bus, enjoy that moment. You fell on the party bus.
You'll
You're gonna
laugh
remember
later.
that, you know?
You'll laugh later.
Exactly. Like don't have expectations because you're gonna stress.
Yeah.
Just enjoy it and have fun and take pictures of every little single thing because the next day you're gonna wake up, you're gonna be like,
Oh my God, it's already
it's
done
over,
and over.
and
Yeah.
So enjoy it. And yeah, that's my biggest advice. Like I'm very big on enjoy it, don't stress because all of this planning just for one day and
Yeah.
it goes by like that.
Super fast. So,
Yeah.
okay, good. I like
Yeah.
that. All right. Well, if you guys don't follow AC15 Choreography, please do so. TikTok, Instagram. Also, subscribe to their YouTube channel as well. Give it a like. Give it a like. Thank you so much for watching and thank you for being with us today.
Thank you guys for having me. I feel like I said, like I've been here when I was younger and like it's so different now. Like
My last Quince Madrina vlog was with you.
yeah.
So that's crazy.
And that was before you were you had a whole baby.
Yeah, literally like 4 years ago. So
That is crazy. I know. So thanks for having me. I really appreciate you. I really look up to you guys. Like
Aw, thank you.
I'm
Thank
so
you.
glad we're still here.
All right. Well, stay tuned for more, definitely. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share whatever else you would like for us to go over.